I'm big into gardening, which a lot of people find odd. I grew up in the sports culture with my dad being a sportscaster, and but Nana's roots took place in me, and I've gotten big into gardening. My wife and I have done foster care. We had 13 foster kids before we had our own kids, and we have 6 of our own kids now, so we're big into kids. My name's Ryan Ovenden. I'm a wealth advisor with Pinnacle Wealth. I think my main purpose here is to help people to find financial freedom in their lives, and that's the main reason that I got into this industry. Was in 2004, I met my wife. We were dating, fell in love, got engaged, and as part of our premarital counseling, our pastor had us take a personality test. We each took one, and it turned out that we failed the financial section of the personality test. And so, you know, being an engaged couple, we had never talked about finances before. It just wasn't part of our conversation. I never checked in with her before I would go and buy something. We didn't really talk about it. And so he said, well, I think for your premarital counseling, I'd like you to take the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace course. And so that really started me in a trajectory of trying to become a better steward with what I have and what we have together as a couple. And by 2008, I continued to study and decided to take the leap into the business full-time and basically make my living giving financial advice instead of just trying to be a good steward with my stuff. I wanted to share what I had learned with people that I cared about and loved. It's always been a passion of mine to help people to achieve their goals. I've been a coach a lot in my life. I've been around a lot of coaches who have had a huge impact on me, and I've seen the impact that a coach can have when they do things the right way. And so there's power in having a coach to say, hey, if this is where you want to go, then this is what it takes to get there. And I found that to be true on the financial side too. So I feel like that's really what I do for my clients, is I come beside them as their financial coach and help them to identify exactly where they are and identify exactly where they want to go and come up with a game plan to get there. So you know, essentially that's why I got into financial practice in the first place. Another reason I got into the industry was I began to really study how faith and finances can be married together and how they don't have to be separate boxes in our lives. So that's really my calling as a financial advisor, is to help my clients to be better stewards with the time and the talents and the resources that they've been given. True wealth is when we come to the realization that none of our stuff, our time, our talents, and our resources belong to us. They're all gifts that we've been given. We don't own any of those things. And when we can come to that understanding, it changes everything. It changes how we plan, it changes how we spend, it changes how we save, and it realigns us with what I think we were created to do. If we're truly created in God's image and for His glory, then we can use the things we've been given for His glory too, and that includes our finances. What I love about Pinnacle is our team approach. I was an independent registered investment advisor for a number of years and worked on my own. And I think the team environment, it brings so many different perspectives on one client that it really helps to develop a plan that's in the best needs of the client in the end, in a way that just a single advisor maybe can't, because all of us have blinders in our lives. And so we need multiple perspectives on things in order to, you know, make sure that we aren't missing anything, make sure we're turning over every rock. The other biggest blessing is I love working with other advisors who see eye to eye with me, and who I know if I go out and get hit by the proverbial bus today, that not only will my wife and my kids be taken care of and in good hands with any of the other advisors here, but all my clients will too. And that's why I chose Pinnacle. Was I know that the advisors here at Pinnacle are going to treat my clients the way that I would, and they're going to put my clients' needs before their own. So my approach with my clients is very personable. I know most of their kids' and grandkids' names and their dogs' names, and have an understanding of really who they are, because I feel like I can't give advice on what they have unless I really know who they are and what's most important to them. And so it's a relaxed atmosphere here. You're not going to walk in the door and find an entire office full of suit and ties. You're going to find an office full of regular Joes that like to go ice fishing and hunt pheasants and hit a golf ball around. You know, we're just normal guys trying to help normal families to accomplish big things. So let's grab coffee or lunch, and I want to learn about who you are and why God's made you and put you on this earth, and then help you come up with a plan to match your faith and your finances and match your purpose with your money. Money does not have to be complicated. Money can be simple. It's as simple as saying, why am I here? What's my purpose? And how do I make it work financially? And I'd love to meet you and hear your story and be able to help in any way that I can.